Welcome back in another video of mine, and in this video I shall talk about for the injuries that I had and I still have, as I promised in previous videos that I will make such a video for you guys. But first, before we start, if you're new in watch my video and you like the content of my YouTube channel, consider to subscribe. It's about 2 seconds to subscribe and it's entirely free. But with that action, you're helping me a lot by doing so. Thank you very much. Now, in this video, I will talk about only for my injuries. I won't talk about for the 5 or 6 times that I black out and pass it out. A lost picture before my eyes. Actually, that will be the topic of another video. And again, this is medieval reenactment, not Bahurt, which is much worse. Before I start, I want to mention that my injuries are not that much, but in long term, it hurts very bad. Imagine if you have more injuries. Let's begin. 10 years ago, I did my first fight. I was trying to protect my opponent, and yet he was not trying to protect me. So I got my first injury. Actually, the next day after that, I was fighting in duel. I got hit in the knees. Keep in mind that back then I was young, very stupid, because I was thinking about that the reenactment fights will be the same as video games or computer games. And I was with chainmail, with Wamiwara armor, with helmet, but I didn't have protective gear on my hands or on my legs. I started to fight and I was thinking that I am actually like in the video games a tank. Well, turns out I'm not a tank. So I got very nasty hits in the leg, and actually after that event I've got another 6 or 10 hits in the same leg, in the same knee. 10 years have passed and my knees make sound every time when I walk. Well, I'm not that old, and this is the reason I told you in the previous video that we need to be careful not to get injured, because the injured might be not that heavy at the moment, but it will cost you lifetime pain, in my case, the knees. The next injury I got was actually, again, when I was fighting against multiple enemies, for example, 10 against 10, and actually I was left alone and I was going to chase one of the enemies, but I was wondering, that guy is 3 times bigger than me and was better than me, and I was wondering why that guy is running. Well, turns out was a trap. The other guy from his team was charging against me with a spear. Keep in mind that I was running too, so when I meet the spear, it almost broke my chest. Ribcage, yes. The last injury I got was the biggest one and the heaviest one. In Plovdiv, I was fighting. That was surprisingly strange, actually. We were fighting 3 against 8, and imagine that I was trying to hit 2 guys. During that time, the 3rd guy charged against me and he was trying to hit my shield, and I moved the shield and that 3rd guy hits me in the eye. Hopefully I still have 2 eyes. Well, that injury was the hardest and the heaviest one I've got. I remember that I saw one picture of of me in the background that I was on the ground, a stream of blood connecting my eye and the ground. One clear stream from my eye to the ground. And actually, I was not even aware that my eye is bleeding. I was fighting, and two guys come to me and push me down on the ground. And after that, I saw the blood. To this day, my shield is covered in blood. I want to mention that because some people think that reenactors and reenactment is not dangerous, and we are actors. Actually, we are not actors. We make historical medieval reenactment. And yes, we are men. So we want to fight, and we know the danger part of this activity. Actually, before we end the video, I want to mention that another injury I had, I think was 2 years ago, or 1 year. We were fighting in duel with pole arms, and I was trying to hit my opponent in the plate armor where he had a plate armor. Yet he was trying in purpose, he was hitting me on the places I didn't have an armor. He hits me so hard that he broke my gauntlet. Actually, that was not that bad. I got new one, but the worst part was that he hits me so hard in the neck that he interrupts some nerve there, and there is moments that I wasn't able to move my hand. Now everything is fine, but almost 1 year I was having problems with my left hand. My left hand just didn't listen to me. Well, I hope you liked the video, and if you had some injuries during some events, doesn't matter, it was ska, Bahurt, reenactment or warp, you can share it in the comments. That was for now, guys. Thank you for taking that time to watch the entire video. If you like the video, hit that like button on the right, share it with your friends, and also, if you're new watching my channel, I will be more than grateful if you subscribe. That will help me a lot. Bye guys, and see you soon.